What's going on, Knoxville? DJ Crowley here once again. Simmer Down radio program. Hanging out in Atlanta once again. Love this place. With a band that I have not seen before. Second of the night I haven't seen before. So what a show this is going to be. Tatanka, what is going on, guys?
Not much. Stoked to be in Atlanta. Back to the Masquerade. Back on tour with Pacifier.
For sure. And I want to start out with this, and I usually don't start out with this. I usually don't ask this question at all, but Tatanka, what a name. What a boss of a name for a band. Tell us about this band name, and tell us about your band, too, as well.
The band name was something that all of us kind of agreed upon. We wanted a word that represented something heavy, something strong, something loud, thunderous. You know, it's like, what is more loud and thunderous than a herd of buffalo? And it's like buffalo is obviously Lakota Sioux. Tatanka is Lakota Sioux for buffalo. So just that whole correlation. Also being from Colorado. It's a very common animal. Right?
Yeah, these guys are from Denver, Colorado. And, you know, last time we talked, we were talking about Denver and how there's not a whole lot of reggae going on there. There is some, but, you know, you guys have your thing. But there's this EDM influence that you have that we're going to talk about, you know, in a little bit. But I want to talk about this record, you know, the self-titled. You've got one or two before this, I believe, but this one that's really hit. And Ian Young produced it at Roots Musician Records. Big ups to those guys, everybody out there.
Boss.
Boss. That's the word of the night. There we go, boss.
He's a wizard.
Tell us about how you guys got with him, or why you guys got with him, or how this all happened.
Pretty much sitting around smoking and throwing out ideas, doing what we do. And someone brought up the idea to, go try and make it out to Imperial Beach and record with him. And made a couple calls, and next thing you know, we had it set up. So went out there for 5 days and did everything.
Yeah, we didn't know if he was going to be down or not, and we'd had a little bit of history with the guys and stuff, and like we hit him up, and immediately he was just like, yeah. He's like, that's we're doing it. He's like, you guys need to get here now. So it was perfect. The vibes were great.
And this whole thing that he's doing, and you know, reggae music in general is just going so many different directions. And you know, Ian, we were just talking about this before the interview. We're talking about this new sound with reggae. And it's, you know, especially like not as much of the punk and, you know, the old SoCal sounds. There's this new sound. You know, we talked about it, but I want you to elaborate on what this new sound that, you know, is coming in, and especially with you guys.
Oh man, that's a great question. Like you were saying earlier, it's evolving, and I think it's evolving because people want more music, and of course as musicians we want to push boundaries. That's why we got into this, is to create and be the most creative possibly, and really just try to stay true to what we believe in as far as reggae goes, but also show our version of it. And I think a lot of bands are starting to do that right now. And you have your like Pacifier. I mean, these guys are genre bending maniacs. We get to go on tours with them. So, you know, if we want to be able to hang with these guys, we have to do that, you know?
Yeah.
Like, they're really, really good. Tribal Seeds, they sound great. They have their own sound. Stick Figure has their own sound. It's just a really, really cool direction that it's all going in. So
it's like this, we were talking about this dark kind of dubby thing that's happening with reggae, but it's still positive. Like, it's not like, you know, these bands are coming out and doing this really dark thing and not being cool about it and being, you know, what reggae is, you know, the happy, positive part about it. There's this way that, you know, this dark dub sound. Can you elaborate on that? Because I know you guys have that EDM background as well, you know. There's this dark thing to it, but you still keep it positive.
I think some bands, I feel like, are kind of afraid to do that kind of stuff, I guess, and they want to write songs that they think are going to be radio friendly, but I think people can cut themselves short when doing that. So we just really want to write stuff that we know we're proud of, and that's the music that we love, is that dubbiness, that heavy bass, the driving drums. You know, you listen to Mike and Andrew play together, and it's like, whoa, that is a huge sound. And then you add two other members and vocals on top of it as well, and it's really, really fun, and it's just something that we're constantly going to progress with. So, and I think that's what everybody else is trying to do. That's why we were so lucky to go on tours. You know, it's because we're always trying to push each other, all the bands, everybody.
Yeah, man. So I've never seen you guys live before. Never seen Pacifier live before. So this is gonna be a new experience for me. This live show that I haven't seen yet versus your studio albums. What's the difference?
The experience. We like to just get weird when we play.
It's a good way to put it.
We don't like to just like stick to the same set list. We want to make an experience, connect with everybody, and just make sure that everybody can take something away from when they see us play. We want to just make the connection, and
you can only hear it on the album. Now you get to come see it.
There you go.
Yeah,
I mean it's so interesting, live shows compared to studio albums. Some bands are very similar, no matter what genre it is. Some bands are very different.
Yeah.
I can totally see you guys being just kind of this, like, let's do this. Is that kind of how it is? Obviously you rehearse a little bit, bigger parts, but kind of improvisation, of kind of the music that you guys have written already.
that's, I think, being a musician. That's like what we're supposed to do.
Yep.
It's like a chef. Somebody who is creating plates, and every plate is going to have a little bit of a difference each time that it's put out there, and that's what we expect, and it's how you roll with that and capitalize on those type of things, and that's what we love doing that.
I mean, I can't wait to see it, man. Everybody get out and come see Tatanka. If you guys are just tuning in, you're listening to Simmer Down 90.3 The Rock. This is DJ Crowley. Sat with Pacifier a little while ago. Now Tatanka, all the way from Denver, Colorado. Mo Boogie. Just had to say it. I love Mo Boogie, man. Mo Boogie. Oh, man. You guys have done that. I want to touch on that for just a second. What is going on with Mo Boogie? And how did you guys get set up on that? What are they doing out there? I haven't gotten to talk to them yet.
They've slowed down a little bit. I still think they're doing their acoustic things and stuff like that. But we got really lucky. Those guys are just always in Colorado watching shows, and they just came and watched us one day, and they're like, get up there. Come on.
Get on that rooftop.
Yep. I think we actually came home from tour and showed up to their spot and played, and then went home.
Yeah.
We
see this.
Yeah, exactly. And stuff it was pretty cool. So
we need more people out there doing stuff like they do and they've done. I mean, it's so cool to have let's have everybody come in and play. With the acoustic or the rooftop, all these unbelievable bands have come, and such a cool place in Denver to have that happen. I want to talk real quick. What's the future of Tatanka? You got this record that's just dropped recently. It's hitting hard. Everybody's loving it. What's the future? What's going on?
More music, more tours. We're going to try and put out another EP, hopefully, this year. And as many shows as possible, just keep going.
Are you guys planning on hitting any festivals or any time?
Totally.
This summer?
Definitely
Yeah,
looking at
excellent.
the summer festivals for
Very
sure.
cool.
The circuit right now, talking to a couple of different buyers about that. So that would be really great. We've done that in the past, and we love those for sure. It's a good way to get to the people.
Yep, for sure. All right, guys. Usually end with my my question. What does reggae mean to you? But you guys have already gotten that question before. So it's the second time we're talking, so I'm gonna switch it up a little bit.
Right.
Bob said years ago, reggae is still just in its infancy. Can you explain that and what's happening right now? What's going on with reggae? What's the future?
The future of reggae is youths discovering this music and continuing to do what we're doing. I mean, I feel like that's how we all got into it, is something that we discovered in our youth that really pushed us to want to do this, and obviously we're here traveling and doing it, so it was enough of a vibe that it really affected us. So we want to do that too, and we want to affect people and hopefully just spread that love and spread that vibe to the world.
Perfect. How can we get a hold of you guys before we get out of here real quick?
TatankaDub.com, Instagram, TatankaDub, Puff Tough. Yeah.
Tatanka Dub. Tatanka Dab.
Tatanka Dub.
No, actually, Knoxville. It is Tatanka Dub. But I just had to throw that in there. Hey, guys, thank you so much for chatting with us. I can't wait to see you guys.
Thanks,
and
brother.
all
Good
the luck
talking
to
to
you
you
guys
again,
in the
for sure.
future, all right?
Yeah.
Big ups.
Always good to see you.
You're listening to Simmer Down 90.3 The Rock. Let's get back to that music.